Merry meet and welcome to the general reading for all signs for today, the 20th of January, 2024. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch, and moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Delene and the lovely Jennifer, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Beryl. I'm wrong. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I don't have my notes in front of me, so I totally messed that up. I think it's somebody else. I think it's Shirley and Delene. Yes, moderating on YouTube is the lovely Delene, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Shirley. I'm so sorry, moderators. I messed that up so bad. Anyway, today we are reading with this Keymaster Tarot, and I'm going to purify with my homemade Van, and I'm just using one spray because I made it so strong, even though this is a big, large room. If you are watching on a restream on YouTube and you want to watch, don't want to watch all the shuffling, you want to go right to the reading, you just use the timestamps right in the video description of this video. Like I said, this is a general reading. It's for all signs, and that means that it goes out to a lot of people. So if for some reason it doesn't seem like it's resonating with you, it may not be your reading. And if that's the case, you may want to check out the zodiacal readings for your individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, all of which are available for easy restream on my website, arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. If you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please follow us on Twitch. You can subscribe on Twitch if you don't want to watch the commercials. And if you have an Amazon Prime membership, you get one free gaming subscription with that. And you can use that, even though we're not technically a game, on Twitch. So you actually can do it for free. We do have a, we do have a shop at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. You can pick up the tarot deck over there, and we get a small commission off of every sale. It's just a fun and easy way to give our channel some support. You can also send a donation if you feel like it. PayPal portal is at paypal.me/arielgatoga. paypal.me/arielgatoga. Or if you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker or super chat or super thanks. And super thanks to you for being here today. So let's just cut this deck using a nice clean cut, and we will see what is in the cards for everybody today. The 20th of January, 2024. So we've got a 3 of Wands, a 5 of Swords, and a 7 of Swords. Okay, some of you have been having things kind of start to work out for them, and then it just seems like the bully comes in. Now, I think that's going to be so different for everybody, but for many of you, I think when you start getting things together, things are starting to work out for you. Those old sort of abuse patterns and things like that come up, because it's like our minds are programmed to destroy our success, to destroy things that are working for us. Now, sometimes we also get people in our lives that want to destroy our success, and that makes it even more challenging. But whether or not people are being the bullies to you, I think everybody's got an inner bully here that is, it comes from a wound. It doesn't just come from nothing. It's not like we just decide to get up one morning and be mean to ourselves. It comes from a deep wound, and that wound deserves to be healed. So the next time you're being mean to yourself, rather than be mean to yourself about it, just love that part of yourself. Just love that part of yourself, because that's what it needs. That's what it craves. And you can love yourself through that so that you don't sabotage whatever it is that's been starting to work out for you. And when you do that, it's a complete and utter transformation. The 7 of Swords promises a complete turnaround. And I call them upgrades, but it's a complete turnaround to where, whatever this bully was, becomes an ally. It becomes a part of you that is healed. And so that energy, rather than being turned against ourselves is used on our behalf. We learn how to make friends with ourselves and love ourselves. It sounds so easy, but it's so foreign to the way this world works and the way we've been taught to love ourselves, especially those parts of ourselves that we think we need to change, that we think are not so good. Those parts of ourselves that hurt ourselves. The reason why like I said, the reason why you're doing that is because you're in pain, not because you're trying to be bad. So putting more pain on top of that, you can see how that doesn't logically make any sense. So let's not do that. Let's just love ourselves right where we are today. And, when we say warts and all, and that's really what we mean, warts and all. There are always going to be parts of yourself that are not at their highest. And you can turn them around almost instantaneously by loving them. Not by condoning them, not by indulging them, but you can gently refrain from certain things through love. When a child is acting out, you don't beat up the child. I mean, some people do, I understand, and that's where a lot of these abuse patterns get started. But we know that enlightened parenting doesn't involve beating up a child who's being annoying or who's acting out. You learn how to, give them some restrictions. You learn how to give them restrictions so that their behavior is not destructive, but you love them through it. You do that because you love them, not because you're trying to abuse them. And when we do that, we see that those behaviors start to turn around. And that's what we need to do with our inner child. We need to learn how to parent ourselves better. We really do. We really need to learn not to be so abusive to our inner child. And we don't think of ourselves as child abusers. Many of us are just so against child abuse, and we're just always, many of us are advocates for children, but we forget to be advocates to the child within us. It doesn't make it better that you abuse that child versus children in the physical universe. Okay? And many of us don't realize that's what we're doing, but we are. So let's not preemptively try to destroy the success in our lives because that's an old abuse pattern. Let's notice it as it comes up, restrict that behavior, and love ourselves through it. And that love transforms that so that you can repurpose that energy that's being so self-abusive and so bullying, repurpose it. And that's what the Seven of Swords is, to be used on your behalf to further the success that you're just starting to see happening for you. This is a 9 of coins. This is a star card. Oh, I love a star card on top of a 5 of swords. And this is the Pope card. All right. Let's just take it one step at a time here. The 9 of coins. See, no wonder the inner bully is getting so upset. You're doing well. You're doing well. Things are starting to work out for you. And everybody's so different. I can't say that it's always in business or always in this or always in that. But the things that you're getting together. The parts of your life that are working out better than they used to. And because it's a 3, that it's because you've been working at it. It's not just luck. It's because you've been working on yourself. And so that inner bully says that's not good enough. And I want to destroy that. Why? Because that's what I was taught to do. So the star card is the star goddess. She's divine grace. She knows how to deal with that. She knows how to deal with the bully. So you can call on that star goddess rather than feeling like you have to know what to do all the time. And that star goddess will help you to reparent yourself in a very lovely way. And all that divine grace comes through you and is very transformative. Now, frequently when we have this Pope card, it's because there's some sort of authority figure that's scaring us or giving us problems. And that can be true for many people in this reading. But it also, in this particular case, says to me that you need to be an authority in your own life. You need to take the reins. a lot of times we are so afraid of authority, or we're bucking against authority, or the types of authority figures in our lives are very abusive, and so we have this idea that we have to be free from all authority, when in reality, one thing that we have to do is embrace the authority that we've been given. Now, remember that the root word for authority is author. So if you remember that you didn't author yourself, that you are created by infinite intelligence, that tells you ultimately there's only one authority, and that's infinite intelligence, not the phone company. Infinite intelligence, not your boss. Infinite intelligence, not the IRS. Right? Those authority figures do have their role, and I'm not saying that you should be that you shouldn't conform to the certain types of behavior that we need in this society, but ultimately the authority doesn't come from them. Ultimately the authority comes from infinite intelligence. Now, infinite intelligence also gifted you with an extension of authority over your own life. And you need to be able to have authority over these parts of yourself, especially, like I said, these bullies within your mind. You get to say, it's up to you what thoughts you have and what kinds of motivations you're willing to succumb to within your own mind. And when you call upon that star goddess, you think of the divine grace that comes from her as the love of a mother for its child. Now, I know that there's a lot of mothers in this world that most mothers that I know would do anything for their children. They would do anything for their children. And there's and you know that phrase, that's a person only a mother could love, meaning that no matter what they've done, what they look like, what anything goes on in their lives, that mother loves them no matter what. Now, of course, there are mothers that don't act like that. But even so, even though that's true, that in the physical realm, human realm, that there are mothers that are that amazing, that pales in comparison to the perfect mother, to the celestial mother. The idea of unconditional love exists in her completely. And she has the ability to remove everything that doesn't look like love. And you want to allow that love to be the authority in your life. And so you can call upon the star goddess. You can just call upon her. You can call upon her as any name you want. So some Christians say Holy Spirit. Neo-pagans usually say the goddess. Anything you want, you can call upon that power of perfect love to descend into each and every aspect of your life and teach you how to love yourself. Because if you know how to love yourself through things, rather than allowing yourself to be mean to yourself and to abuse yourself, you can take these little beginnings of success and see them grow into major success. Because that's one of the reasons why we hold ourselves back from success, is because we don't believe we literally deserve it. We think that we're just awful. If we heard even a fifth or a tenth of what we tell ourselves that we just don't listen to, the things that we say to ourselves, we would be appalled. We would be absolutely appalled at the way we treat ourselves. So let that star goddess in and let her teach you how to love yourself unconditionally. When you do that, you are in a much greater posture to love other people unconditionally. And tell me that's not good business when you can learn how to love everybody. Everybody wants to come to you. Everyone wants to come to your store. Everyone wants to come to you and be your client, because everybody wants to be in the presence of somebody who feels love for themselves and for them. And so all of that success that you're starting to experience is just going to burst forth into manifestation on so many new levels, because you have learned how to love yourself. Even that bully, even that part of you that's so mean to you, you're learning how to love that and reparent it and have that turnaround happen in your life to where you're the authority. You're the authority, and no other authority bothers you or scares you anymore because you're the authority in your life. And ultimately, infinite intelligence is the authority of all. All right, it's a wonderful day. It's time to love yourself more and more. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Shirley and Deline. Blessed be everybody.